The next question is, as we improve the lives of homeless veterans, most need extended routes for employment and shopping, and a fare or ticket for veterans with low or no income. We also have a large group of veterans returning home from overseas, and we need to provide them with transportation needs. Our veterans sometimes need a hand up, but not a handout. How can you assist?
Well, I think that's a great question. I think the concerns and needs of veterans returning to Michigan go way beyond transportation, but that's certainly an important part. I mean, Michigan has a pretty bad record of, in terms of how we service our veterans who've returned either from combat or have served, and this is going back a long time. But I certainly think that the need to make sure that not just people who are homeless, but people who are returning and have maybe limited transit options or transportation options, so we have an even greater responsibility to them than we do the general public to make sure that they have an ability to get to work and back, to visit family and friends and back, and to enjoy all the basic things that most of us do. So I don't know that I have an answer to that particular problem, other than we need to ensure that as we're going forward with this debate on road funding and infrastructure spending, that we don't let transit slip through the cracks. We've got a huge problem in terms of our roads. Everybody can see it every day, but we still, even though we have a great transit agency here in West Michigan, we have huge transit needs all over this county and this region that aren't being met and across the state, and that'll help our veterans who are returning to Michigan have more options, but it'll also help people with disabilities and people who just don't have the ability to afford a car be able to enjoy the same benefits that everybody else does.
One really concrete thing that we could do is make sure that the specialized services transportation that is provided through transit offices is fully funded. I know from working with people who are low and moderate income as a caseworker, trying to get them back and forth to work, particularly if they have needs like dropping off children at school or daycare on their way to and from work, or if they work odd hours and odd shifts, we need to have those specialized kinds of services for folks who either cannot or choose not to own a vehicle. It can be very, very expensive, and so if you're not able to drive, or if you choose not to drive, or if you can't afford to drive your own vehicle, all of those people, not just veterans, need those kinds of services. So if we definitely need to pay special attention to our veterans, because that's a population that we have a special responsibility to for obvious reasons. But these are the kinds of services that many, many people can benefit from, and our whole entire community can benefit from as well, including employers, our communities, and all the things that Bill Kirk and Tom Tilma spoke about earlier in terms of the benefits of public transportation and assisting folks be fully functioning in their communities. All of those things are really, really vital to veterans, but also to other populations. So if we could make sure that we are providing the resources for those specialized services for specific populations and specific needs, that would go a long way to help veterans as well. Thank you.
And I would just add there's a local component to this. Not all solutions originated in Washington or Lansing, but I served on the board of the Rapid for 11 years, and one of the issues that we have is that the Rapid serves the 6 cities, but it doesn't serve as well the townships. So someday I would like to see a more comprehensive public transit system, and I know there are lots of I know there are lots of questions relating to, whether the millage to support the Rapid should be lower in the townships, but a perfect example is Grand Rapids Township. It's not serviced by the Rapid, but yet there's a lot of medical facilities in Grand Rapids Township. If you need to take public transit for a routine medical visit, you can't get there by public transit. So I think we need to continue to encourage our county leadership, and we have several members of the county commission here today, and the township folks to recognize the benefit of having the rapid service in, because the rapid can't fully do its job unless it can take those of us, I happen to live in one of the 6 cities, but I can't get on the public transit and get to Alpine Township. I can't get to Grand Rapids Township. So we as a region need to have a more comprehensive system that might even extend into Ottawa County, Jenison, which to most folks is just part of our region.